Disney has announced a ton of the details about Disney Plus, which is launching in November. Is this related to tech? Kinda, because Apple launched their streaming service and Disney's probably their main competitor. I wasn't sure if I should put this on movie reviews or tech. Already got a movie reviews video up today, so guess you're getting a tech video. Anyways, we'll be talking about all the things Disney Plus will be offering, as well as why basically any other streaming service on Earth should be scared. Let's begin. So for those of you who don't know, Disney Plus is basically going to be Disney's own version of Netflix, except they're going to have way more titles under their belt than Netflix could ever possibly achieve. Why? Because Disney's been a company for many, many decades, and unlike other streaming services out there like Starz or Netflix or even Prime Video, they have to reach out to different distributors or different media companies in order to get streaming rights for different titles, whether it be TV shows or movies. They have to buy out the rights or buy out the permission to stream them for a certain period of time. Disney has been hyping up this streaming service for a while because obviously Disney, given they own a ton of content, they're one of the biggest media companies, in fact, the biggest media company on the planet, owning some of the biggest franchises in cinema between Marvel, Star Wars, and Pixar, Disney Animation, and dozens of other companies out there, dozens of other movies that come out every year that you probably don't even realize are under the hood of Disney. They don't have to go out and get streaming rights. They don't have to go out and pay for royalties in order to stream on their platform because it's them. It's directly from them, meaning they have this whole library to choose from, and given Disney Plus starts at a fairly affordable price of $7 a month or $70 a year, meaning that if you decide to go with the annual membership, it's the equivalent to getting 2 months of the service free. That's a lot of content. That's a lot of entertainment you can get for $7 a month. Technically less if you go with the annual plan. Between all of the Pixar movies, all of the Star Wars films, and the Star Wars TV shows, not to mention original TV shows that they will be launching directly to Disney Plus that you won't be able to get elsewhere. Also, the animated shows between Rebels and Clone Wars, all of those will be available on this streaming service, alongside Marvel TV shows that will be originals, between a TV show about Loki, a TV show about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, all kinds of exclusive content that you won't be getting elsewhere, just like any other streaming service. But I don't think that's the reason Disney Plus is going to do well. It's not going to be about exclusives. It's going to be about the years and decades of content Disney has available that they're going to release on their platform. All at 4K, HDR, and of course ad-free. You won't have to worry about commercials. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, Netflix basically starts around $8 a month, and they don't even give you HD streaming for that very, very low tier. So Netflix has tried their best to make their plans as affordable as possible, but fundamentally the biggest difference between Netflix and Disney is Disney has just nearly a century of content to pull from that they don't have to worry about acquiring the rights to. You know, when something goes on Netflix and you enjoy watching it, and then a couple months down the road you notice it's not there anymore, it's because Netflix has to pay for all of those older TV shows, or that old nostalgia factor so many people care about, that they can't keep shows on their site forever. They'll keep them around for a while, but eventually it gets too expensive and not enough people are watching it, so they have to take it off and invest that money into something else. And that's why you see a lot of websites published, here's what's coming to Netflix this month. Disney, because it's such a different business model, given they have so much content as it is, they don't have to worry about all that. So yeah, they can afford to price their service at $7 a month, and they're playing the long game. They don't have to worry about losing too much money, because even though people will be streaming from Disney Plus, and that means less people buying Blu-rays, less people buying DVDs, that means more people getting into a routine cycle of paying $7 a month, and similar to what Netflix has done, it's likely that Disney will also start raising their price a little bit more every year. Not too much, not anything too drastic, but they're gonna get us reliant on that streaming service, as so many titles are over there that people want to watch, to the point that once you start paying for that service, a lot of people are going to fall in love with the TV shows over there, or just fall in love with the huge online library that Disney Plus has that is going to be impossible to replicate among any other streaming service. Which means that, yeah, if you get an email that says, hey, by the way, Disney Plus, it was $7 a month, now it's $8 a month, is that okay? Everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, I use that service a lot, I don't care, I can pay a little bit more. And then a year after that it becomes $9, then it becomes $10, then it becomes $11. Everyone will be okay with it because the amount of content we get from Disney Plus is, for most people, going to be like a required amount. It's like, oh no, I have to see what happens on the next Marvel show or the next Star Wars show, or I want to see that movie right away. I'm sure when films leave the theater, they will likely be available on Disney Plus before anywhere else to incentivize more people to subscribe to this platform. The question is not, will Disney Plus be a success? It definitely will be. Millions of people are going to subscribe to it as soon as it's available, and over the years that number is just going to grow and grow and grow. The question becomes, what streaming services can survive the wrath of Disney Plus and their endless amount of content that they'll be able to provide, all ad-free, not to mention things like Disney Channel shows, whether it be Cory in the House or Hannah Montana. Shows that have never been streamed on other streaming services will finally be available here, and yeah, it's no shock that the biggest media company on earth is going to have one of the most successful streaming services. I think Netflix will be okay, because Netflix has been doing this for a long, long time. A ton of their content over there is original anyway, and you've got a huge fan base of people that are looking forward to the next episode or the next season of tons of TV shows over on Netflix. So given they were kind of early to the streaming service game, they may take a hit from Disney Plus, but I think for the most part they'll be okay. They'll stick around. Most people don't even know how to cancel their Netflix subscription service. So if they found out that Disney Plus was better and they used it more often, most of the time users probably won't even know how to stop paying for Netflix. As someone who has canceled the Netflix membership in the past, I can tell you it's not easy. You have to know what you're doing and you have to really search for it. It's not simple. Hulu is lucky because they're actually majority owned by Disney, and they've said that in order to keep Disney Plus more family friendly, they're going to put a lot of adult content or R-rated content over on Hulu, like Deadpool, which if you didn't know, Disney technically owns Fox now, which means yes, they own Deadpool, so I guess you can say Deadpool is a Disney movie, but Disney doesn't want to have that on the front page alongside Star Wars, Frozen, and The Lion King. So yeah, you'll be able to watch that stuff over on Hulu. But Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, has also confirmed they're working on a bundle plan to kind of partner together ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu into one membership that would cost something like $17, $18 a month, which separately would cost way more. And then you have everything. You've got your kids shows, you've got your Star Wars, Marvel, sports, and also all the reality TV you can get from Hulu, plus their online selection. So that one bundle, I think, will become very popular for a lot of consumers. But the streaming service that should be worried is Apple. Yeah, no, the Apple sheep's not defending Apple today. They're in trouble. Apple is betting all of Apple TV Plus's success off of original content. That's about it. And as good as those TV shows and movies they're working on may be, and even though they have A-list actors and directors, it's not going to compete with all of these subscription services people are already going to be paying for. Not to mention, we already know that Disney Plus is $7 a month. And we know Apple, they're not going to price Apple TV Plus to be more affordable than Disney Plus. It's absolutely going to be costing probably closer to what HBO costs, like $12 to $15, $18 a month, because Apple is Apple and that's just how they price things. And that's inevitably going to result in Apple TV Plus being a huge flop, mostly because they're too late to the game. It really does matter because the big streaming services that enter the field right now are going to be justifiable for a lot of people. A lot of consumers are already paying for Netflix and Hulu, so another streaming service entering the game might be a little bit too overbearing for a lot of people. But the only reason we give Disney Plus a chance or even listen is because they will have one of the biggest online streaming libraries of any company out there, between all of that animated film, not to mention all 30 seasons of The Simpsons. Holy crap, they've got so much stuff over there. In fact, it's not even possible that I'm going to remember in this video everything that they announced Disney Plus will have, but they also said that it'll include every Pixar film, all of the Pixar shorts that came with those movies, not to mention behind the scenes and commentary tracks that you would normally see on Disney Blu-rays. All that stuff will also be available on the streaming service, so it's going to be more than anyone knows what to do with. An absurd amount of content for $7 a month. That's the only reason we're giving Disney Plus a shot, is because we know how much they're going to have, and they've got some of the most popular titles out there between the MCU and Star Wars. What does Apple TV Plus have? Okay, there's shows that look okay. They may be really good, but we just haven't seen them yet. So, and once they do come out, are that many people going to give Apple TV Plus a shot after they're already paying for Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus? Oh yeah, you're paying for all those streaming services? Well, Apple made a show with Jason Momoa, so you should spend an extra $15 a month on this show that you've never heard of. Yeah, I don't see this ending well for Apple, and as my good friend Viper said in his video, Tim Cook, you gotta throw in the towel, man. Throw it in while you still can. Stop wasting money on this service. You can't do it. You're a big company, you're a rich company, you're a tech company, but when it comes to streaming services for video, TV, movies, you're not gonna win here. You may have had something if you went for a creator-based platform and tried to make some kind of YouTube competitor. I've heard lots of people talk about how they wanted that to happen, but they missed their opportunity, they missed their shot. Going up against Netflix and Disney, nope, I don't see Apple having a chance. But what do you guys think? Are you interested in subscribing to Disney Plus? Will that have content you're interested in? Let me know what you're thinking down in the comments below. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.